Welcome back, our viewer. This is Agrivision show that normally comes to you just to give you a detailed account of what is happening in the field of agriculture. Today, it is a topic of your interest just because you requested for it. This topic is all about technology in the field of agriculture. Which method or what is technology in the field of agriculture, and how is technology being employed so that agriculture actually it is sustainable as it was last discussed. And under addressing the challenges, as the first episode said, technology is one of the key factor in solving challenges and in sustainable agriculture. Today we have different guests from different fields, that is in the field of agriculture, but in different departments here, just to give you a detailed account of this technology in the field of agriculture. Just from the point of, or let it go, an introduction of who our guests are, where they come from, which action or what are they doing so that agriculture is actually under the goal or is on the track of what we call sustainability. Just from my far end, maybe just an introduction, where you come from, which field are you taking, and how is it challenging yourself?
I'm Austin Wandera. So personally, I'm an innovator in the field of agriculture. Apart from doing an agricultural course, I'm an innovator, and apart from that, I'm a farmer. So with technology in agriculture, I just see technology as a key in agriculture. Without technology, then no agriculture.
That is an innovator and a farmer at large, just as he said that he is an innovator. Maybe just repeat your name.
I'm Austin Wandera.
Austin Wandera, from which county?
I'm from Busia County.
Busia County, that is western part, and in the middle part, that is a female, and as you can see, very, very beautiful and very attractive. That is how technology is seen in agriculture. Maybe just your name, where you come from, and the field you are taking.
Thank you so much. I'm Jerotich Morin. I'm a student at Kibabi University. I'm from Nandi County, and also I'm a student in agriculture. Also outside there, I'm working in the fields of agriculture, and I'm very passionate in doing agriculture. Thank you.
Our guest comes from Nandi County. As I told you, this Agrivision show hosts different guests from different parts so that you, our farmer, can get a detailed view of what really or what is the problem in this field of agriculture. And as our guest, that is Austin, said that he is an innovator and a farmer. What role do you think that technology as an innovator has impacted agriculture?
So technology, as I said earlier, is a key in agriculture. It means technology comes the beginning from the book of Genesis, that is the Bible, Genesis 2:15. And even in the Quran, it is the book, it is from chapter 55, that is 10 to 11. So God, or a supernatural being, is commanding people to till the land, to produce food. And you cannot produce food without technology. And as we all know, food is at every person's heart. So that's why we start adopting what we call technology. Technology start existing from that point, that creation point, that first point. Yeah, so what we normally do with the innovation in agriculture, here we identify challenges in agriculture, we improve the existing thoughts and solve those challenges in agriculture, which is using technology. Yeah.
We solve challenges in the field of agriculture using the available technology. But as they say, remember he has given a detailed account of where technology started from, And under that Genesis, in the same book, they say that a woman is to provide companionship, right? A woman is to provide companionship. Now, and in this scenario, can you just define us what technology is in the context of agriculture?
Thank you so much. Remember, learning is a process. Agriculture also is a process. Maybe in the past we were using just the human work or the human nature to do agriculture. But at this time now you can see we are using those machines, we are using technologies and all that. When you come, like agriculture, as I told you earlier, agriculture is a learning process, and you find that people tend to use technology because of one or two reasons. Using technology, you find that your work became easier, and you require little personnel or few personnel to do the work. You require also the accuracy, and when you come to using technology, you're going to get that accuracy of doing work. For example, the world we are right now, we are using drones, and you find that drones help you to maybe detect the weather pattern, detect the condition of the soil, the crop health and all that. So we can't go away from technology, and you find that we're using this technology to make our work easier, to help us to get the real data in the field of agriculture.
But what really technology? What does the term technology means to our view?
Okay, technology is adopting the new pattern. You don't have to say that technology is just using machine, but technology also is like defining something else in the field of agriculture. You do the innovation part, whereby if I came to this place and I want to make let's say I want to get the survey of this land, I will devise a way on how I will get the exact data or the exact space or the exact field that I am in. This is whereby now I'll find something else to do the work on my behalf, and you'll find that you're going to use the technology. Yeah.
Austin,
Yes.
you come from Busia,
Yeah.
where local farming is key,
Yes.
or is evident in the Busia County. How has this innovation, or you being an innovator, been incorporated so that modern technology is also achieved?
So personally, as I said earlier, I'm a farmer, and where I come from, we practice what we call smart agriculture. Something to do with smart agriculture uses 99% technology. Can say 99%, since I believe that technology is doing something in a very unique way, something in an advanced way. So, first of all, if we talk of a smart agriculture, we are talking of things to do with the IoTs in the farm. So we use different sensors in the farm to take temperature, to take several reading, humidity, and other. Then we use what we call AI. So AI, it is used to take those statistics. Then it can give us a prediction of what we are expecting. So in smart farm thing, using that modern technology, the effort or the time required by human being to carry agriculture, it is reduced or it is saved. Since and also labor, you see that agricultural activities are being carried out even with or without people, and with that, using a very little space, you can produce at maximum. That is, you feed a very large number of people. Like in my village, I'm 100% sure that almost each and every individual who has been living there for the last 2 months has ate something from the farm. That is something I'm sure of. And it brings a certain thought in our brain that using technology, we can use the little available resources to feed a very huge number, a very huge population. Yeah.
And you are a farmer, then
Yes.
you have produced a lot of food, serving the community, serving your villagers, and also serving your family.
Yes.
Then, which are or what are the simple low-cost technological tools that you always employ so that you aim at maximum production but at under low cost?
Yeah, some simple items that I normally use in conducting technology at that given farm. First of all, we use knowledge. So that knowledge we have when people come up with idea like keeping BSF, like soldier fly, practicing organic farming, although it was there, but that new knowledge where we bring in agriculture, that is also a technology on its own. Then apart from that, we can go to an extent like machines. I normally use simple machines like humidity sensor, water sensors. I normally use Arduinos and different existing technologies and use them in the farm. Then apart from that, I normally use also that the same technology in marketing my farm produce. So you will see that, unlike other people who may end up producing goods in surplus, some of the goods go ruined, but mine, I'm 100% sure that they will be consumed, simply because I'm aware that each and every individual requires food, and by using digital medias, I can market, and that is technology. Yeah, can market my farm produce using technology. Yes.
This is an interactive section whereby skilled or trained extension officers always discuss, break it down just for you, our viewer, to you and for your understanding. But speaking about the Internet of Things, that is IoT, in the field of agriculture, you spoke about drones. To that small-scale farmer, Jerotich, Nandi County has been a key land in producing, let's say, milk. When it comes to maize, Nandi County is on that top notch. When it comes to legume production, Nandi County is on the top notch. How are these drones being used, or which kind of problem do drones solve in the field of agriculture?
Okay, thank you so much. When I say using of drones, there are some factors you have to consider, because we can't say a small farmer can use drones, because you have to consider the cost. Also, you're going to consider in which specific area you're going to use the drones. For example, in my place, we normally grow tea in large portions. This is whereby you'll find drones are being used to spread the fertilizers, sometimes to do the irrigation when there is no water and all that. So before you're going to use any material, you have to consider the amount of money you have, the cost and all that. By using all the technology, it is something that is going to produce the high yield, because you require only few personnel in that field. And you'll find that when you're going to use that technology and all that, it's going to bring the best. Yeah, it's going to bring the best. You talk of beans. I can't dispute that. In Nandi County, we produce a lot of beans, and you'll find that people are using technology. And before you consider which one to use, you find people using the locally available materials or technology available one. For example, if somebody is going to maybe cultivate his land or her land, is going to use the available one, like the tractors. Sometimes somebody can use the ox and all that, to make sure that in his field is going to use the little amount for him to get the highest profit.
This is Agrivision show under Kibu TV, that is Kibabi University Television Broadcasting Station. Here we give you a detailed account of what you should do so that technology, as you aim at higher production, technology is also minimized in your field so that the cost is under low maintenance. But speaking about drones, there is this farmer from Bungoma County, that is Samuel Wekesa, is asking that, what are these drones?
Okay, if I may answer that, example of a drone is a structure of an aeroplane, but it's small in size. It's not an aeroplane. It's a structure of an aeroplane, whereby if we are going to use the drone, I must have to have a controller. If I want to control maybe an hectare of a land and I have my controller here, I will send my drone, control it in the entire field while I'm here. You see, now I'll be the only one. I'll be the only one using the drone, because here with me I have the controller and I will be sending my drone to work all over the field. It's something like a jet, but it's very small.
So that
Portable.
that means that there should be some trainers on that operation, in the operation.
Yeah, skills must be there, because if I'm going to use the drone itself and I don't know how to control it, I don't know how to manage it, or I'm using my drone maybe to spread the fertilizers or the seeds. So it requires me to have that skill. At least I will be controlling it around the field without any place left or the other place overloaded or the other place do all that. I must have the skill first. Then from there I'm going to use the drone.
And Austin,
Yes.
you spoke about marketing of your produce. At this scenario, I have a smartphone or a mobile phone. How are you using the smartphone so that you market your crops, so that the cost of production is reduced and you target that small scale farmer or large scale farmer, but the consumer is also under maintainable cycle?
So using phones or any gadget with agriculture in terms of marketing, first of all. So with the marketing, you will see these gadgets, these Android-powered gadgets will always be coming with several apps, social medias. So a social media is a platform where people can meet from different places at one point. So you will see even once I post whatever, if you post anything at the social media, each and every person can access it. And after accessing it, we have something we call Mkulima, that is in Kenya. With Mkulima, it gives you a platform where you can manage your farm produce. It has some like, let us call them chambers, where a farmer can allocate like this. It will be giving me records for like maize. The another one will be giving me records for beans with the time, and it goes after you've set a certain interval. Whatever the records and the farm inputs and outputs, it will be giving you feedback. So there is no that need that each and every, even at a small scale farmer or a large scale farmer, will be requiring people to keep the records. A phone can be used to do that work. Then, as I was talking about marketing, with marketing, something like Facebook has a platform called a Facebook Market. Facebook Market, you can post there your agricultural product, be it seeds, be it whatever, and someone can buy. And in terms of saving input costs, so as you go to these e-markets, you'll see these agricultural products are sold at different prices. You can have a chance to compare this given farmer, this farmer, this farmer. Like for the genetically modified seeds, you physically accessing those seeds. Maybe you are from a very local village, you cannot access those seeds. And those seeds are drought resistant. Those seeds, they produce much as compared to the local seeds. But so accessing them physically, it is very expensive. That's why that's why we need to employ technology. You can buy your seeds even from Australia. The seeds will be brought to your doorstep. at a affordable cost. And like when you physically you could go to Australia to acquire those seeds, yet you are a local farmer. So I think you can see that picture where you are saving on transport cost. The prices, you have a very wide field. You can compare from farmer A to farmer B to farmer C, who is selling cheaper. At the same time, you as a farmer, you have a very wide market. Let's say you are just producing it in your own village, but your market is the whole globe. Since each and every person, I'm sure, each and every village or community or homestead at least can access a digital gadget. So at least he can access your products. As a result of that, you have a very wide market, and you cannot. I'm not sure if there any challenge that technology cannot solve so far
Well,
in agriculture.
technology will always solve every problem in the field of agriculture. And remember, this is AgriVision show under Kibu TV under me, Martin Mukwana. But speaking of the Internet of Things and drones, can there be any method in which drones can be used to detect pest infection or disease-infected crops while you are just seated in your house?
True. There is a way you can set your drone or your satellite, whichever the case. But mostly here we are using drones. There is a way you can set your drone to go detect using the AI technology. There is a way you can set your drone to go detect the kind of pest, predicted pest, disease, and even the soil condition of your farm. You can set your drone and send it to the farm, coordinate it, and it will send you the real data.
AI, that is artificial intelligence, can be used to detect whether your crops are affected or not. But this will give you an account of what normally happens so that you set your crop under order. No loss, but under high production. Here, we give you what you require, and different guests will always present to you the knowledge that you have not studied in your field or in your home or in your career under agriculture. We aim at producing more while under low cost of production. Here, AgriVision Show will give you what is happening in the normal under this 21st century. AgriVision Show is what you are viewing here. But for the purpose of our viewer, small-scale farmers have been incurring different costs, different losses, different challenges. But you're saying that drones and artificial intelligence, that is AI, or the Internet of Things, IoT, can solve their problem. How can this farmer manipulate the IoT so that he or she can just get what the other farmer in the other county is doing and practice it efficiently without missing any concept using this technology? Or can that farmer just click on the smartphone, go to the platform of agriculture and seek any information?
True. If you're a small farmer and incurring the cost of using the drones and other technologies is expensive, you can use your phone. I personally, I got an app in my phone whereby if I go to the farm right now and I can detect some changes in my crop, I'll use the app, take a photo, then wait for the reply, instant replies. You'll find that if I'm going to plant my beans and I have the same app, the app is named Plantix. Yeah, The app is named Plantix. So when I got the farm now, I plant my beans. I will manipulate my own phone using the same app. It will give me the right rate of fertilizer, the right time of first spraying, the second time of weeding and all that. It will give me the details and the time and date that I'm supposed to go back and do the next practices. If it's weeding, it will tell me in the 3rd week of your planting, do weeding. Using the same app, it can help the small farmer who cannot afford to use the expensive drones and other materials to work as like other farmer who is using the other machines. Thank you.
You can use a phone, your smartphone, just a small gadget like this, and then you produce more and you enjoy with your family. But Austin,
Yes.
when we speak about agriculture, we always aim at sustaining the current environment and the future. How can technology be used to sustain or can be used under sustainable agriculture so that the environment is favored and your health is also favored, as it was discussed in the last episode, that is sustainable agriculture?
So, as I said earlier, technology is not all about the machines and gadgets, but technology is also about information that is issued to the farmers so that a farmer can do things in a more advanced way. So, first of all, if we look at a sector, I talked earlier about things to do with the black soldier fly farming. So, by using technology, scientists carried out, they determined the insect composition. They know that this insect has a very high protein content and can be fed chickens. So as a result of that, we can see how technology is venturing into agriculture. We are using technology to determine the alternative feeds that we can feed our chickens, be it poultry, be it animals. Yeah, and I like quoting words like the late Professor Kalisas Juma once in his book, The New Harvest, that was in 2010. He said that without technology, Africa is going nowhere.
Without technology,
Africa is going nowhere.
Africa is going nowhere. Under Agrivision Show, we bring to you trained or experts from the field of agriculture under the Office of Agricultural Extension and Education. That is why you are seeing them quoting books, different scholars, but just for your benefit, our viewers.